Hey guys, David here. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about the economy today. You see, I believe it's doing terribly, like a lot of other people, and I do not believe in this V-shaped thing that's going to be happening. So let's have a little bit of a look at this situation, shall we? Pretty much, they're saying it's going to be the worst recession ever. People are in lockdown, millions of people have lost their jobs, and we're expecting the economy to recover? It's got a few problems, you see. Let's compare a few things before and after. We'll have a look and we'll make a decision about which way we think it's going to go. So on the positives, the US economy was doing quite well before COVID happened. Yeah? Nowhere else was. Australia, Europe, UK, yeah, nowhere else was actually going well, but the US was going well, bizarrely. So we have that in its favor. And what else do we have? We have an absolute record amount of stimulus put in by the government. They're buying back and trying to protect jobs and save lives as hard and as fast as they can. Like, that's incredible. That is awesome, right? Never in the history of the world has any government put in this much stimulus to pull out this much, this fast. It's insane. Yeah? Like, wow. Clearly the government's willing to do anything to save the economy to prevent a recession. But on the flip side, let's look at some of the problems. I've got a little bit of a list. Basically, the world is in lockdown, right? Everyone's stuck at home. Nobody can work. What does that mean? That means the government is not getting any taxes and instead having to spend money on unemployment benefits. The medical system in many countries is completely blown out. Like Northern Italy is struggling. New York is struggling. Australia is doing well, surprisingly. The UK is not. There's a lot of stress on the medical system. And honestly, if the government's spending this much now, they're going to have to cut services. And the medical system's going to be one of those services cut in the future, probably. Possibly, I'm guessing. But I can't see it doing well. And this kind of really sucks because my actual real-life job is as a nurse. So I don't see myself getting a pay rise anytime soon, like I'm supposed to every year. What else? There's riots in many countries, including the US. I'm kind of highly amused by them. I can't believe that the worst pandemic in the history of a long time and people are out rioting. It's bizarre. It freaks me out. But anyway, that's people's choices, not mine. They can do what they want. I think they're idiots, but that's their problem. That's not helping. China is experiencing a negative growth for the first time in a while. It's not good. And actually, I reckon the fact there's record government stimulus is also a sign of how bad the government thinks it's going to get. Interest rates are at pretty much zero across the board. I can't see it improving. And this stimulus program, it's going to have to be paid back somehow, someday in the future. And I can't see that working very well for any country, So we're not looking like we're in good shape right now. After lockdowns end, great. People can go back to work. People can start doing those things. However, will COVID have gone away? No, probably not. It's quite likely COVID will be here to stay. It will be coming in and out and flowing through the community. They may never get a vaccine for it. It is possible that it's not possible. It's possible that we can't get a vaccine for COVID. It's just the wrong type of virus, which means healthcare systems, hospitals being blown up like this could happen on a regular basis going into the future, right? But apart from that, once lockdown's finished and people can go back to their jobs, do we think employers are going to employ people quickly and succinctly? Really? I don't think people are going to be employed very quickly. I think employers are going to realize that their economy is downturned, and if they take on too many staff or take back their staff too quickly, they're not going to be able to cope. So there's still going to be record unemployment for quite a while. So given that there's a lot of things in the negative, and the government stimulus is going to run out sometime in Australia, it's around July, I don't think the recovery is going to be back by then. Not everyone's going to have jobs by the end of July. So the economy going down and back up is not really going to happen. Yeah, so which suggests the current market rise, the bull run in the US, well, in stocks everywhere, is, it's a bull trap. It's designed to get as many people in and stuck as possible. Yeah, something put together by rich people who can actually afford to do that and screw the rest of us over. So at this stage, yeah, I would consider staying out of the market as much as possible. I strongly recommend that. But also something to consider: if this is the worst economic downturn ever, well then why hasn't it shown through in the stock market in a harder way? And the answer to that might be that we don't, in fact, have any proof that it's affected us yet. Sure, unemployment and jobs claims might be the highest they've ever been, but we haven't seen company earnings affected yet. If company earnings aren't affected yet, then why would we sell out on those stocks? Why would the stock market crash if companies are doing just as well as they always have? So until company earnings are affected, yeah, it might take a while. And that data will take a while to shift through and feed through. So for the moment, we should pause and wait. And when company earnings come through, then we will know. So in these times of difficulty, should you be playing the stock market? My suggestion is no, you should not. If you have cash to burn, I would look into doing something else. I would simply dollar cost average into an ETF. And I would chill, totally chill, and wait. Basically, if this recession does turn out to be a V-shape, you might miss the bottom, but you're going to have years of uptrend to pile in, right? But if you get in and it goes down, you've lost a lot. So hang on, just wait. If you did in fact really, really want to invest in the stock market right now, watch my next video on dollar cost averaging. That would be the way I would suggest you do it. It's a bit of a no-brainer, and it helps you think about the best way to get into the market. I'll use some examples from 2008 to give you a bit of a run through. So watch my next video and see what you think.